Buddhism originated in India with Siddhartha Gautama, a prince who renounced his royal life in search of spiritual awakening. He embarked on a journey of self-discovery and meditation, seeking to understand the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. After years of intense meditation and ascetic practices, he attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, and became the Buddha, the awakened one. The term Buddha means one who is awake, someone who has awakened from the sleep of ignorance and sees things as they really are. He taught the Four Noble Truths, which are the foundation of Buddhist teachings. These truths explain the nature of suffering, its cause, its cessation, and the path leading to its end. The Eightfold Path is the way to end suffering. It consists of right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Over time, Buddhism spread from India to many parts of Asia, including Cambodia. It became the main religion in Cambodia, deeply influencing the culture and traditions of the Cambodian people. Buddhism teaches about kindness, compassion, and wisdom, values that are integral to Cambodian society. These values are reflected in the daily lives and practices of Cambodian people, from family rituals to community festivals. Cambodian Buddhists follow the Theravada tradition, which is known as the teaching of the elders. This is the oldest school of Buddhism, emphasizing the original teachings of the Buddha and the importance of personal practice and meditation. It emphasizes personal practice and meditation as the path to enlightenment. Buddhists strive to live a moral life, guided by the principles of the 5 precepts. They follow the 5 precepts, which are ethical guidelines for living a virtuous life. These precepts include refraining from killing, stealing, engaging in sexual misconduct, lying, or using intoxicants. By adhering to these precepts, Buddhists aim to cultivate a life of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. Salvation in Buddhism is called nirvana. This concept is central to Buddhist teachings and represents the ultimate goal for practitioners. Nirvana is not just a state of mind but a profound transformation of one's entire being. Nirvana means the end of suffering. It signifies the cessation of all desires and the extinguishing of the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion. Achieving nirvana is akin to reaching a state of perfect peace and ultimate liberation. It is a state of peace and liberation. This state is free from the cycle of birth and rebirth, known as samsara. In this liberated state, one experiences profound inner peace and unshakable tranquility. To reach nirvana, one must follow the Buddhist path. This path is often referred to as the Noble Eightfold Path, which includes right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Sincere belief is important in Buddhism. It involves a deep and unwavering faith in the teachings of the Buddha, the Dharma, the teachings, and the Sangha, the community of practitioners. It means having faith in the Buddha's teachings. This faith is not blind but is cultivated through study, reflection, and personal experience. It is a trust in the path laid out by the Buddha. Sincere belief leads to understanding. Understanding leads to practice. Through diligent practice, one can develop wisdom and compassion, which are essential qualities on the path to enlightenment. Buddhists believe in karma and rebirth. Karma is the principle that our actions have consequences, and these consequences shape our future experiences. Karma is the law of cause and effect. Our actions create consequences. Positive actions lead to positive outcomes, while negative actions lead to suffering. This understanding encourages ethical living and compassion towards all beings. Rebirth is the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This cycle continues until one attains nirvana. Each rebirth is influenced by the karma accumulated in previous lives. We are reborn based on our karma. This cycle of rebirth, known as samsara, is characterized by suffering and impermanence. The goal of Buddhist practice is to break free from this cycle. Through meditation and mindfulness, Buddhists cultivate wisdom. These practices help to calm the mind, develop concentration, and gain insight into the true nature of reality. Wisdom helps us to see the true nature of reality. It allows us to understand the impermanent and interconnected nature of all things, leading to a deeper sense of compassion and detachment. We learn to let go of attachment and aversion. By doing so, we free ourselves from the causes of suffering and move closer to the state of nirvana. This leads to liberation from suffering. Ultimately, the heart of Buddhist belief is about finding peace, wisdom, and compassion, and helping others to do the same. Cambodia's Buddhist educational system promotes human rights. Rooted in centuries-old traditions, It aims to cultivate a deep sense of respect and understanding among individuals. The teachings are not just about religious practices, but encompass a holistic approach to life. It emphasizes the value of all beings. This intrinsic value is recognized through daily practices and interactions, fostering a community where everyone is seen as equal and deserving of kindness. Every person deserves respect and compassion. These principles are instilled from a young age, ensuring that children grow up with a strong moral foundation. This includes the right to education. Education is seen as a fundamental right, and efforts are made to provide access to learning for all children, regardless of their background. Moral education is central to Buddhist teachings. It goes beyond academic knowledge, focusing on the development of character and ethical behavior. Children learn about right and wrong. They are taught to discern between actions that are beneficial and those that cause harm, guiding them to make positive choices. They are taught to be honest, kind, and responsible. These values are reinforced through stories, discussions, and real-life examples. These values are essential for a harmonious society. When individuals practice honesty and kindness, it leads to a community where trust and cooperation flourish. Schools teach the 5 precepts. These precepts serve as ethical guidelines that help individuals navigate their lives with integrity and mindfulness. These precepts are ethical guidelines for living. They include principles such as refraining from harm, speaking truthfully, and practicing generosity. They promote non-violence, honesty, and respect for others. By adhering to these guidelines, students learn to create a peaceful and respectful environment. Students learn to apply these precepts in their daily lives. Whether in school, at home, or in the community, these teachings guide their actions and decisions. Compassion is a key principle in Buddhism. It involves recognizing the suffering of others and taking steps to alleviate it. It means understanding the suffering of others. Through empathy, students learn to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering a sense of community and support. Students learn to be empathetic and helpful. They are encouraged to participate in activities that benefit others, reinforcing the importance of service and generosity. They are encouraged to care for those in need. This sense of responsibility towards others is a cornerstone of Buddhist education, ensuring that students grow up to be compassionate and conscientious members of society. Buddhist teachings inspire people to help others. Many Cambodians volunteer their time. They offer support to the elderly and those in need. Buddhist temples often serve as community centers. They provide food and shelter for the homeless. They also offer education and healthcare services. Temples run orphanages for vulnerable children. These children receive care, education, and love. They are given the opportunity to build a better future. Buddhist organizations provide support for the elderly. They offer healthcare, companionship, and a sense of community. Elders are respected for their wisdom and experience. Section 5. Preserving culture, upholding the law, Buddhism's societal impact. Buddhist education plays a vital role in preserving Cambodian culture. Temples are, centers of art, music, and dance. These traditions are passed on to younger generations. Buddhist teachings emphasize respect for the law. Following the 5 precepts promotes social harmony. It reduces crime and creates a safer society. Schools teach children about their cultural heritage. They learn about Cambodian history, art, and literature. This fosters a sense of national pride and unity. Buddhist principles guide people to resolve conflicts peacefully. They learn to practice forgiveness and understanding. This contributes to a more peaceful and just society. Section 6. Inner Peace, Outer Harmony, the Fruits of Buddhist Education. Buddhist education aims to cultivate both wisdom and compassion. This leads to inner peace and outer harmony. Individuals who practice Buddhist teachings find greater peace of mind. They are better equipped to handle life's challenges. Compassionate individuals contribute to a more harmonious society. They are more likely to help others and work for the common good. Buddhist education promotes social responsibility. It encourages people to be active citizens who care for their communities. Section 7. The role of monasteries in Cambodian education. Monasteries are central to Cambodian life. They serve as places of learning and spiritual guidance. Many young boys attend monastic schools. Monastic education emphasizes Buddhist teachings and scriptures. Students learn about meditation, morality, and wisdom. Monks play an important role in Cambodian society. They are respected for their knowledge and piety. They often serve as teachers, counselors, and community leaders. Monasteries provide a space for people to connect with their spirituality. They offer retreats, teachings, and opportunities for meditation. Section 8. Challenges and opportunities for Buddhist education. Buddhist education faces challenges in the modern world. Secularization and globalization pose threats to traditional values. There is a need to make Buddhist teachings relevant to contemporary issues. This includes addressing topics like environmental protection and social justice. Opportunities exist to promote Buddhist education globally. The teachings of peace, compassion, and wisdom are increasingly relevant in today's world. Technology can be used to spread Buddhist teachings and connect with a wider audience. Online resources and platforms offer new avenues for learning. Section 9. Conclusion: A legacy of wisdom and compassion. Buddhism has deeply shaped Cambodian culture and society. Buddhist education fosters human rights, moral values, and legal awareness. It supports vulnerable groups and promotes cultural preservation. The teachings of the Buddha offer a path to inner peace and outer harmony. By cultivating wisdom and compassion, individuals can live more fulfilling lives and contribute to a better world. As Cambodia continues to develop, Buddhist education will remain essential for nurturing ethical citizens and building a just and compassionate society. The timeless wisdom of the Buddha continues to guide the Khmer people towards a brighter future.